I Photoshop every photo of my mom. Last spring, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I remember exactly how we found out. She was making dinner when the doctor called. She stepped into the garage with the phone, and when she came back, she just stirred the pot and said, "Well, it's cancer." Like she was telling us it might rain. That's my mom. She doesn't do drama. She doesn't do pity. When my dad lost his job a few years back, nobody outside our house knew until he had a new one. She sends thank you cards. She hates surprise parties. She has never once posted about her own life online. So when she started chemo in June, she made us promise. Nobody finds out. Not the aunts, not the neighbors, especially not my grandma, who worries so hard she makes it everybody's problem. My mom said she would tell people when it was over. In her own words, on her own terms. She didn't want the casseroles. She didn't want the head tilt voice. She didn't want to spend a year being everybody's sad story. Her hair was gone by the 4th of July. She found the first clump on her pillow and didn't say anything for 2 days. Then one night she handed me my dad's clippers and asked me to take it all off. I did. Neither of us talked. She wore scarves after that. Soft ones, wrapped the way a nurse taught her. The hospital gave her a wig. It sat in a box in her closet. She never wore it once. Here's the problem though. My mom is in every family photo. She's the one who lines everybody up on the porch steps at Thanksgiving. Always has been. And suddenly she was ducking out of frames, offering to hold the camera, standing behind my tallest cousins. At my niece's graduation, she dodged every single picture, and my grandma pulled me aside and asked why there were no good photos of her daughter anymore. Grandma notices everything. We were running out of time. That night, I opened a photo editor for the first time in my life and watched tutorials until 2 a.m. Then I did something I never told anyone about until now. I took a picture of my mom from the graduation, scarf and all, and I rebuilt her hair, strand by strand. I pulled it from old photos. I matched the lighting. I fixed the part on the left side where it always fell. I brought back her eyebrows. It took me all night, and it looked terrible 3 times before it looked right. When I showed her the next morning, she stared at the screen for a long time. Then she said, "Real quiet." There I am. I'm not going to lie, I had to leave the room. After that, we had a system. Every event, every holiday, every random Sunday dinner, my mom sends me her photos before anyone else sees them. I edit. Then they go to the family group chat. Nothing fancy. No filters, no smoothing, nothing fake. Just her hair, the way everyone still thinks she looks. I keep the originals in a hidden folder because she asked me to. She said someday she'd want to remember what she beat. It worked. She stopped hiding. She got back in the middle of the porch steps. She smiled with her teeth again. She photobombed my cousin at his own birthday party. In December, she mailed out Christmas cards like always, 40 of them. Her in a red sweater with hair I built pixel by pixel. My grandma printed one and framed it on her mantle, right next to my mom's wedding picture. She has no idea. There were close calls. At a barbecue in August, one of my aunts walked around taking candids on her phone. I watched my mom's whole face go still. So I told my aunt I was making a family album and got her to send me everything before she posted it. I was up until 3 fixing 11 photos. The next morning, my mom left a plate of cookies outside my door. We never talked about it. For 8 months, she got to stay in the pictures without answering one single question she wasn't ready for. 8 months of birthdays and holidays and dumb group photos where she just got to be my mom, not the sick lady everybody whispers about. 2 weeks ago, she finished her last round of chemo. Scans clear. Done. They have this bell at the treatment center. When you finish, you ring it. My mom stood in the hallway with her scarf and her jacket, and the whole nurse's station came out. My dad was crying before she even touched the rope. She rang that bell so hard I thought it would come off the wall, and everybody cheered, and a nurse hugged her, and I just stood there filming with my hands shaking. Then my mom walked over to me. She took a breath, pulled off her scarf, and handed me her phone. She said, "Take one, don't fix it." Bald, grinning, hospital bracelet still on her wrist, still holding the bell rope, the fluorescent light bouncing right off her head, and she did not care one bit. She posted it herself an hour later. Her first post in years. The first photo in a year that I didn't touch. Within minutes, her phone was blowing up. The aunts, the neighbors, my grandma calling over and over and over. The caption said, "Surprise, I